Hi everyone, quick break. All right, I'm Diana Haley with Uta Hagen's Challenge for the Actor, and today I am going through, as I said in my last video, chapters 12 through 17 because I have a lot of catching up to do. And as a matter of fact, I think as of chapter 13, the book is about halfway finished. Hopefully, I'm trying to, actually by my birthday, I am going to try to move on to the next set of series for a book written by a man who today is teaching in Hollywood at one of the most prestigious acting studios, and he follows Uta Hagen. So I thought that that book would be a great follow-up to this one. So hopefully, oh, and by my birthday, I mean by like the end of September. So within the next like few weeks, I'm hoping that I'll have finished this series because I've been busy and things have been lagging, and I just want to make sure all my deadlines are met on time. So we're gonna go for it. So now we're on chapter 13 called Changes of the Self. Now she mentioned something back on chapter 12 that I thought may have belonged in chapter 13, which I'm gonna read off my notes here, where she wants you to rehearse on that phone conversation only the content of what is being said to you. Refer back to the listening lesson where you don't just hear the words, but imagine the effect of the sensory imagery being spoken to you. You'll then have a physical motion because you, as the character, will have gained a relationship of a specific kind with the material or situation at hand. So it's just like talking to somebody, or another character in real life or on the stage, where they say something to you. You're not just waiting for, the next line to say something to be affected by it. You are actually hearing what it is that they're saying to you, and you are responding based on your character. So that's kind of something we're going to explore a little bit more in this chapter. And this chapter has a lot of little tiny particulars in it. So I'm pretty much going to be reading from my notes because I don't want to mess up and I don't want to get anything wrong. So your self-perception of the person that you are portraying is going to result in consequent actions. So if you are in pajamas and you're kind of just like, bumming it today or whatever, your character might just be kind of like lazy or like relaxed or, a couch potato or like whatever, just not doing anything, playing video games, whatever, and as opposed to, maybe like dressing up, maybe perhaps like me, for example, you've got like a tight bun in your hair, and then, you've got this like blouse on, you are wearing like a skirt or some slacks, and then either some flat shoes or high heels or whatever have you. You might feel like very type A, professional, straightforward business type of a character, and you may fit right into that role. You know how to behave when you walk into a courtroom. You know that you're supposed to dress because you're getting in front of somebody that you don't want to convict you or like give you that ticket or whatever. All of that stuff. So there are certain things that you may dress a certain way, and she talks about that as far as character development is concerned. She suggests that even the underwear that you wear might have an effect of how you behave. Like, I guess if you're like going out on a date or something like that, and then your undergarments are kind of like, oh, this is something kind of like, old, these aren't, my good underwear. I don't know what people say. I don't know what people think. I'm just going off here. But you might think of certain things to be just that way, where you wear something that's old or whatever because you're not really sure how you're feeling about this person, as opposed to something where you're feeling a certain way about somebody. So you might wear something a little flirtatious, or you might wear something that may seem like impressive or something like that. And so, everything that you do, and all the way down to the clothes that you're wearing, will in fact affect your character, because it's how your self-perception is working. And so if you perceive yourself as someone in their pajamas who's just kind of being lazy today, taking a day off kind of thing, just gonna have fun with your day, being at home or whatever, it's going to change when you're dressed like this. If you're dressed like this, you're obviously not going to act, like you're not doing anything that day, So that's one of the things that she points out. And then another thing that she points out is she refers back to the phone call that she was talking about before. So back to the content in who you're speaking to, besides the content of what you're wearing, you might change yourself a little bit. So you might be on the phone and your best friend calls you, and she hasn't called you for, like 3 or 4 months or something like that, because she's been really, really busy. She wants to catch up with you, and you want to catch up with her, and you guys can never seem to find the time to work with each other. Adulting. So you're trying to talk to each other, trying to work something out, trying to go out, on a girls' night or whatever, So you're not going to pick up the phone, even though you are in your pajamas. Okay, you're not going to pick up the phone and go, hey, how's it going? No, you're excited for this phone call. So she calls you and you go, hey, how's it going? Hey, and you're just going to talk to her and be like, oh my God, so what's going on? I want to hear everything, and then you just listen to her, and then you're like, oh my gosh, that's so great, and then you might receive a phone call from your boss. You're in your pajamas and you're like, I am too loyal to this company. Hello, it's Dinah speaking. And then you might talk a little bit slower, like, come on, man, it's my day off. Why'd you call me? Why'd you call me? It's the only day I requested off. Why am I receiving a phone call? And so, so you might be a little bit annoyed, so sometimes it's, regardless of what you're wearing, it's the person you're talking to or the content as to what you're listening to. So we can try to switch it around now. So depending on what you're listening to, you pick up the phone and you go, hey girlfriend, how's it going? Oh my God, yeah, I want to hear everything. So what have you been working on lately? And then you learn that she is getting engaged to your ex-boyfriend that you can't stand. And you're just like, oh, yeah, I'm happy for you guys. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. And the tone kind of goes down a little bit, and you're just kind of like, why is this happening to me? And then she asks you to be your maid of honor, and you're like, oh my God, really? Wow, are you sure? Okay. Yeah, totally. You're just like, no, I don't want this. I love you, but I hate him. I don't want this. And then your boss calls. Hello, this is Dinah speaking. Yeah, sure. What's up? No way. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? I got it? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I will be there. You got a promotion. Wow. Okay. Great. All right. I'll see you Monday. All right. Bye-bye. Have a good one. So things can often change based on the content of what you're listening to. And so you have to, of course, know your lines, and then of course know, what's actually being said to you so that you can respond differently. Whether, of course, you're in something dressy or in your pajamas. So it's not, it's definitely the content of what you're talking about, but sometimes it is the costume, or what you're dressing as, whatever you're perceiving yourself in the moment that you're living, that can change everything. So that is the lesson. So again, oh yes, and then she says, don't look in a mirror. And I know a lot of people like to do mirror exercises and mirror acting. I've done it a couple times. It's kind of weird for me, honestly, to watch myself in the mirror. I mean, I know it helps sometimes, but maybe not do it all the time. She says not to do it because then it weakens your self-perception, and you need to view yourself as a certain person to pull off this character, to pull off the lines, and to make things a little bit more believable, because not everybody is on the phone receiving the kind of news that they're receiving in front of a mirror and watching themselves in front of a mirror. They're just responding how they respond. So so that's her suggestion. And I think that is it for that one. So again, it's another exercise where you can change the self. Make sure you have some self-perception. Realize that that might be consequential to your actions because of the way that you're dressed. You're not going to get into a fight in a dress, hopefully, or like in a business suit or whatever. And then listen to the content of the conversation that you're in. So phone call, and yeah, you know what I'm saying, hopefully. If nothing is coming clear, write in the comments below that something wasn't very clear, and then I can try either in another video to try to clear that up, or you can ask for my contact information or something, and I'll send you my email. I help people all the time with some questions that they have about certain exercises or certain things that maybe I wasn't very clear with. I'm not a teacher. I'm just trying to help out people that can't afford them. So see you next time.